Hello, this is Alex, and welcome to something new. This is something I've been working on for a decent amount of time now, and honestly, I'm quite proud of it, and I just wanted to show it on video because I think it's cool. So, I've played things like, I've played Lifeboat. I made that Bed Wars video. I did terribly, and we didn't talk about that, but it got me thinking, how does one run a server like this? Now, this is not a server, but it's a realm, or it's going to be a realm, and I decided to make my own. And, well, you've probably seen by the title of the video or the massive sign, but it's called Strange Universe. Because, you know, Alex's Strange Universe. I'm working on my own custom games, I'm working on a bunch of stuff, and I'm even getting people like Webbo and Ryan to help me, so I'm really proud of this, and I just thought that I'd show off some of it. Sorry about the fact that JimmyCraft episode 14 is just taking a stupid amount of time to happen. I'm trying, okay? I'm trying to kill someone, and I'm close. I'm close. But without further ado, let's just begin the tour of Strange Universe, because, oh, I'm excited. First, I'm just going to /kill myself so that I can get back to the first spawn area. So this is the room where you first spawn, and then it says go to lobby. The reason for this is because pushing this button will clear your inventory. I needed a way so that if you die, your stuff doesn't go everywhere, but you also don't keep the items. So I feel like this is a good way to do so. And you very satisfyingly levitate down. In Minecraft Story Mode, there's something called the Portal Hallway, which I thought was a really cool concept, so I made it. Unfortunately, putting stained glass panes in the portals connected to the wall, which looked hideous in my thoughts, so I decided against it. But the portals work. Look, how epic is that? The way that I've done that is I've just put skulk sensors far enough away so that they can only detect you if you're standing on those two exact blocks, and then I've set a command block to teleport you places, and it sounds way simpler than it looks when you actually do it, which I personally think is really cool. Then we have this weird temple structure to connect the massive bridge across the river, which I think is just really cool. Credit to Webbo, he's the one that did this parkour, and it's reasonably good parkour. I like it, except for this one jump. I can never do that jump. Oh, maybe I can. Maybe I was wrong. Can I get the parkour? Nope. No, I cannot. If you fall, this button will simply just send you back up to the top. Very nice. And now the part that you've probably been waiting for, the games. And not only am I going to show you some of the games that we have, I'm going to tell you about some of the games I'm planning to have. And yes, I will play these games in a video with other people maybe eventually. But yeah, so the first game that I'm going to show is the Colosseum. Now, the Colosseum is an idea that I got from the JimmyCraft Colosseum, and you'll notice that in the design as well. They're not too similar, but they've got, like, some of the block palettes are similar. Here you go, so this is the Colosseum. Now, you need 2 or more players to play. Oh, actually no, you can only have 2. Unless you have 2 players, you can't play it. And the reason that that's the case is because, well, the goal is to fight each other, so if there's not 2 players, you can't fight. I've got some signs, which just helpfully give you information. And then, well, yeah, so I can't actually start right now, because I don't have 2 players, but what I'll do is I'll just quickly log on another account. Here we are, so if I bring you over here, if I put Alex over here, then I stand on this one, the game begins. We're both on opposite ends of the Colosseum. Now we each get 3 items. We get a sword, a golden apple, and some paper. I'll show you what the paper does in a second. So you fight to the death. Yeah, there we go. And then if I play on the other account for a second, as you can see, if I push this button, I lose my items. But you'll also think, well, now that they're dead, how does one get back? Because, well, there's not really any way. You can't die because, well, I mean, you could jump off there over and over again, but that's tedious. Well, I have a solution. The paper. If you throw it, you will be sent back here, which is just really cool in my eyes. If you try and start the game with 3 people in the lobby, or like try and start the Colosseum with 3 people in the Colosseum lobby, it will not work. So it will teleport the 2 people to the game, and then one person will have the items. So they're just gonna have to fight to the death with their fists, and they'll have no paper. So it's best to not have that happen. I'm gonna quickly slash kill again so I can regen my health, but if I come over this way, then I can show you the second game I've been working on. All the portals work, by the way. So this is Mob Fight Castle. Now if I click on here, it's got the description again, feel free to read it, but I won't. And you spawn here. So we have return to lobby or play. Now, if you're familiar with Minecraft Dungeons, you've probably heard of the Tower Challenge, which is pretty much a tower, and then you start off on floor 1, and then you've got to fight your way through the floors, and then the higher up you get, the better loot you get, and then once you die, you usually get really good loot depending on what level you died on. So this is kind of the same thing, only this one's called Mob Fight Castle, and it's in regular Minecraft. But if I press play, you'll see that this is very Minecraft Dungeons-y already. So if I come over this way, go boom, I get my first weapons, and I fight my first wave. Oh god. 2 babies? That's really unlucky. If these babies kill me, I'll be furious. If the adults kill me, I'll also be a bit annoyed. Okay, well, as you can, this is kind of like how the game works. It is possible to cheat and just skip the mobs, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not that kind of person. But this is quite a nice room. I quite like the chandelier and the elevator. This elevator doesn't work. It's just for show, but it's still cool. And if I come this way, then just like in the game, there's some items that you can choose between. The regular game has 6, I think. That might not be completely accurate, but this only has 3. So I'm gonna go with the stone sword. This is where I die. Actually, or maybe not, because the zombie and the skeleton seem to be fighting each other. So if I can survive this, oh nope, I can't. Okay, I don't think it reset properly because there still appears to be a lot of mobs around here. Hopefully, oh god, I'm gonna die. Yep, I did. Okay, well I'm gonna have to reset that, but you get the idea, right? Anyway, that's everything in Strange Universe that I've actually done so far, but I'm going to keep working on this, and it's going to be really cool, and I'm going to make videos on it with other people, and it's going to be amazing. Anyway, please leave a comment if you like this, and please give me some suggestions for games that I should do in the future. Like, I don't know, I don't want to do games that already exist, because that doesn't sound as fun. Like, I'm not going to make Bed Wars, because it's kind of like, well, if you're going to play Bed Wars, you just go to the Hive, or Lifeboat, or any variation on bed wars because there's like a million at this point. There's treasure wars, cake wars, egg wars, there's so many. But now for some ideas that I have. I'm gonna have one game called The Lab, which is going to be like, there's been some corruption and you've got to try and escape the building. There's going to be maybe like the floor is lava, and yes, that's a game that already exists, but it'll be easy to make, so I'm gonna do it. Then I'm thinking of one called Dimension Hoppers, which is like parkour, but you've got to parkour through dimensions, so every new level is a new dimension, which I think is a really cool concept. And then there'll be more. That's not the only ones I'm thinking of. There will be more. I'm just not entirely sure about it yet. But I hope you liked this video. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. I've been having to deal with a lot of like life stuff, and like I've just been working hard on videos, and I'm also going on holiday, so I haven't been able to put as much effort into a video as I would have liked, but what can you do? So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video on the channel. Goodbye!